Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Dave in Kentucky here for another video. Have some coffee. Gonna highlight the Clark's razors. Several of those. Clark's company in Newark, New Jersey had a number of razors they produced over the years. Let me go ahead and start to get some lather going. Let me wet my face real quick. Already loaded my brush using Ethos Tonka bean. There's been some talk of that, and mixing that with some different stuff it has been discussed on the forum. And I may experiment with that at some point, but I just enjoy it the way it is with the buttery, nutty, I don't know, scent. Just really a relaxing scent for me. Don't know how much I'll have to say or informative I'll be this video. I'll try to. I've been rethinking the whole YouTube video thing. I mean, when I started doing this, it was to document my old razors, and I've got a few hundred videos that I've done. Some deleted for reasons, but I've highlighted nearly every razor I have for the most part. On YouTube, the interest seems to be in all the modern razors, all the modern soaps and things, so not a lot of attention drawn to it. I don't do all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, those different avenues and clubs and things that get people to spread out there and get more viewers and stuff. So, and that wasn't the goal. So it was to document razors. So I guess what I'm getting at is it might get a little more infrequent doing the videos. I haven't really been feeling it lately, and kind of losing the point of why I was doing them, which is for the most part been covered. So no sense doing them just shaving with stuff just to shave with the same things and show them again. Anyway, so looking at the Clark's razor, as I mentioned, they have numerous ones. If you look in even the Weights Compendium, which isn't complete, but it's a very comprehensive collection of things. Anyway, on here, basically, the ones I'm highlighting today, I'm going to use the Clark Silver King. They had started out with the King razor, of which I have the case, but not the actual razor itself yet. You see in there it says the King, and no, you can't because the lighting's not good. You know, give somebody something to complain about. Lighting. Anyway, has the embossing or inside there for the King. And then you have the Silver King and Gold King came along. It shows them in a metal case. I have that in a leather covered type case. Then it shows the Improved King in a leather type case, which I have one in the metal case. Anyway, let me just show you those. They also had the Trial King, and then they had the Winner that came in the metal tube, which I don't have. I think it requires a little more fiddly this to fill with that blade. I may get one of those eventually. If I ever see a Trial King, I'll want to get it because it's one of the set that I'm missing. So let's set this down here, and we'll show you what we've got. All right, so as I mentioned, I had the case there, and hopefully I'll come across the King razor at some point. Again, this is it started. I guess their marketing was the king of all dollar razors. A lot of razors were out at that point for $1. Then you had the Silver King come along. And this is the one we're going to use, so I'll go ahead and pull it out. Grab the handle and the head. And we have a new gem blade. For these, there's no modification that's required for that. You'll see the head has this little flop thing here, and there's no top cap for it. So what you do is, on the back it says Newark, USA. On the top it's got patent October 10th, 1911, and it says Clark's Silver King along it. Anyway, have the tab on either side. The Improved King has an extra tab inserted there, so there's two on each side. But basically you take your blade, you slide it under the tab and forward. Sorry you can't see now, but it's more important that I see and not slice my finger as I slide this in place. And sometimes if those tabs have gotten pushed down, it can be a little tight getting that in there, which is what I'm having trouble with right now. Let's see, come on, there you go. It gets hung up, you gotta slide it one way or the other till it goes in, gets bottomed out. When you screw the handle in, it pushes up on that plate that flopped, and it holds the blade in place. So make sure I am down on the stops, not quite down on that side. We want this even. And again, I think it's because those tabs were pushed down a little bit, and I'm reluctant to try and pry them up and have them snap off on me. And I'll show you why in a moment. Come on, you're bound in there. Always happens when you try to do something on video. There we go. Okay, so we're in place. It's not as difficult as I made that out to be. But then I have the metal case, very similar to the Gillette ABC pocket style razors that they had with the embossing on the top of the shell, the flower, the imperial and stuff. But this one is definitely a Clark's. It says it right on the bottom. It's imprinted in it. Clark's Safety Razor, Newark, New Jersey, USA. So you pop it open. There's no embossing on the inside of mine up there, but I have that's the Improved King. Now I have another one here. There it is. And you can see the extra. You've got two of those tabs on the Improved King on both sides. But if you look at this one, it's missing the ones in the back. Somebody had snapped them off. So, and we've got some, are those Clark blades? Let me check. Because they did make blades too that went to a lot of different razors of that time. Now these are gem blades that somebody stuck in there. Vintage ones. All right, set that aside. And that aside. And let's go ahead and get a shave going here. So these are a nice razor for vintage gem blade, or that used those single edge ridgeback type blades, they called them, but you can use a modern gem blade without modification. So if you see these pop up on eBay, or you see them in an antique store, flea market or something, I recommend getting it. They're great shavers. I've never used, obviously, because I don't have it, the original King razor. So I just have the Silver King. They apparently had one called the Gold King, so obviously one was silver plated, one was gold plated. Then they had the Improved. I kind of prefer the Silver King that I have over the Improved. I think the only improvement was that extra the extra, whatever you call it, thing for it to act as a channel, having two on each side instead of one, and to me it didn't make that big of a difference. I think the shave's about the same. The one might be more aggressive than the other, and I can't remember. Hope everybody is well. I appreciate the regular viewers that I have and commenters. The reason I covered my feelings on YouTube and how my videos might get a little more sparse in the beginning is because I know and you look at analytics and not everybody watches a video all the way through, so I figured if I covered that at the beginning, hopefully most people will see that and they won't worry if they don't see me. For a little bit, doing a video. That's why I covered that in the beginning. Seems like everybody and their uncle anymore is doing videos. I mean, I started these, I forget, 4 years ago or something. A couple hundred videos got deleted because they were in support of a forum I'm no longer on. And since I can't go there, they can't have my videos to display and support their forum. So I just deleted them. It was the only way I could do that. So, and I'm not dredging up the past. I'm just letting you know why I say I've got hundreds of videos out, but probably only 150 showing right now. So, not around as long as many of the big names. But longer than a lot of guys that are out there, but I don't get the exposure because I'm not on those Facebook groups and Instagram and all that, so, and I don't intend to be. It's just not why I started doing them. And with everybody and their uncle doing shave videos now, it just kind of feel like it's a redundancy for me to keep doing them if I've already highlighted my razors, which again was the intent of the channel for me. And I'll have people ask questions about ones, and I'm like, well, if you look back, you'll see a shave with that one. Man, I love this Tonka bean. Where are we at? Against the grain. So as you can see, it's a smooth shaving razor. There's no modification required for the blade. It's an interesting design, how it held the blade. So a good one to pick up if you can. Alright, there you have it. Let's give it a rinse. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, oh man, nice smooth shave. And my face feels great just right there. That got it. That's a new gen blade that can be a little rough to begin with. I don't do the whole corking, whatever, smoothing it out thing. I just use it and let it smooth out. Hit it with a little Thayer's just original, which Hazel. And we'll clean our brush out while that dries down a little bit. I got a couple weepers from that new gem blade around the mouth area, which I usually get. And they tone down. I don't know if I highlighted it, was using my Graydog Cocobolo wood brush, which Hazel usually brings them out. Let me go ahead and towel strop this. So there's the brush. This Cocobolo wood. Hope Steve Graydog is doing well. And we'll top things off with the small batch Winter Reserve Shave Tonic. Give a little shake. Pull the cork stop out. And just get a few drops. Important to put your thumb over that because she has no restrictor. All right, that is a great scent. Great scent. All right, so there you have it. That's the Clark Silver King. Again, there's the King, there's the Silver King, the Gold King, the Improved King, the Trial King, and then the Winter razor, and that was the run of those Clark's razors. There are other Clark's razors out there as well. Seems like they made something similar to the Durham razor, kind of like with the combs, and it's like a switch, like a straight razor type thing. Anyway, again, thanks to my regular viewers stuff. I'm not saying I won't make videos, but they'll probably be less frequent. But Dave in Kentucky, be kind, be safe out there, and we'll see you on the forum.